And as we take a look at the action in the pit area before all the racing action here tonight for the Memorial Day Classic at Columbus Motor Speedway, I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that not only does Pennstroke Productions videotape here at Columbus Motor Speedway, but at Kilcare Raceway and Winchester Speedway for the Midwest's finest video racing action, Pennstroke Productions. After the races tonight, why don't you head on down to Terry's Inn and Pizzerias on 31 Brown Road in Columbus, where all the racing action from Columbus Motor Speedway is played tape delay, same night. So you can go down there, have a cold one of your favorite cold beverage and a nice hot pizza, and watch all the exciting racing action from Columbus Motor Speedway.
Tonight's Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash, your fastest four Limited Sportsman qualifiers on the pole. Getting that car sorted out a little bit this year. Car number 86, Mike Holland, his first Trophy Dash appearance of 1996. Beside him in 45, the feature winner from last Saturday night, that's John Strobel. Second row, the last two seasons feature or track champions. On the inside in car number 2, Don Gregory Jr. And outside your fast qualifier, Jimmy Kidd. 4 racing laps. Strobel with the advantage. He holds a slim margin over Mike Holland as they complete lap number 1. Jimmy Kidd also lined up in an outside row. Both drivers, front row drivers, a little bit sideways through turns 1 and 2. Still Strobel holds a 1/2 car length advantage. They'll get the halfway signal. Cross flag from starter Jim Paul. Still, they lined up side by side on that front row. Now Gregory gets a little anxious into the back of Mike Holland. Everyone comes out of it okay, but Strobel gets the advantage. Now he'll lead Kidd down the backstretch with about a car length advantage. Kidd closes in 3 and 4. Now he's sideways and spins. Your winner will be John Strobel. Second goes to Mike Holland. Coming around for third, Don Gregory Jr. And relegated to fourth, that's Jimmy Kidd. Kidd losing it in turn 4 on the last lap. No doubt about your winner. It's John Strobel in car 45. Strobel's car sponsored by Doyle Construction, DuPont Automotive Finishes, Charlie's House of Meats, and Strobel Incorporated. Tonight's action being videotaped, as is every week, by the good folks from Pennstroke Video Productions. So if you're interested in a videotape of this evening's program or any other program here at Columbus Motor Speedway, stop down, see the young lady behind the main grandstand. Pennstroke Video Productions, the official videographer of Columbus Motor Speedway. Cars take their proper starting position for tonight's first heat race in the limited sportsman class. On the pole in car 64, it's John Bruce alongside 66, Paul Baker Jr. The second row on the inside, car 12, Tracy Brigner, alongside 27, Jim McCulley. Then comes car number 5, Bob Gruball. 23 is John Matthews. Number 7, Bubby Scott. And 20, Mike Brown. All right, so a little bit of the car 71, Roger Scott. 8 laps for the first Sportsman Heat Race. Give the advantage to John Bruce on the backstretch. Here comes Tracy Brigner inside of Baker to take over the second spot. Brigner nearly spins, but keeps her headed in the north-south direction. This time Brigner does spin. Car 12 bringing out the caution flag. Tracy Brigner just up. Jimmy McCulley quickly to the outside of John Bruce. McCulley takes over. And we got caution on. Tracy Brigner just up. Jimmy McCulley quickly to the outside of John Bruce. McCulley takes over. And we got caution on the Speedway. False start, so caution on the Speedway apparently. That's okay. Mike Brown with a spin down the front stretch. And we got Bubby Scott on the back stretch, so action all over the Speedway. Gruball looking to the outside of your leader through turns 1 and 2. Meantime, he's going to have to contend with John Matthews for the runner-up spot. Baker is 4th. Now complete lap number 3 this time. Gruball getting up ahead of Steve down the backstretch. The lap traffic, Roger Scott ahead. Bruce backs off. And Bob Gruball takes command. Matthews now up to second spot. Bob Gruball continues to lead. Matthews in a challenging position. 6 laps complete this time by start finish. Now Matthews to the outside of Gruball in turns 3 and 4. They'll get the white flag this time. Matthews pulls alongside. 1/6 of a mile remains. Matthews hard into turn 3, but Gruball will come off first. Bob Gruball is the winner. Second is John Matthews. John Bruce ends up 3rd. 4th goes to Jimmy McCulley, and in 5th spot, Tracy Brigner. Bob Gruball taking his first heat race victory of 1996. His 1995 Chevrolet Monte Carlo is sponsored by B&G Construction. Free tickets attached to 4 of the prizes. for the souvenir magazine giveaway tonight. So make sure you grab one while you're here at the Speedway. Your opportunity to pick up a free ticket to the Speedway or any event throughout 1996. All right, here is your starting order for the second Limited Sportsman Heat event. That's Dave Ritchie Jr. and Tom Idle making up row number 1. Row 2 finds Donald Parsons and Randy Sward hanging out there. Side by side in the third row, we find Jerry Buck and Buddy Townsend. They're followed by 70 Joe Hill with his first appearance of the 1996 season, and Sunbury's own Steve Scott there in that row with him. And down the tail in car 91, that's Sean Gray. The Limited Sportsman division, of course, the middle division, if you will, in between the late model and the street stocks here at the Columbus Motor Speedway. Dave Ritchie with the advantage down the backstretch they go. 8 laps await these daring young men. Ritchie will lead lap. Donald Parsons maintains the second spot. Jerry Buck now trying to move underneath Idle, and he does. Buck in that Dodge Avenger takes control of third position. Now Donald Parsons looks to the outside of your race leader through turns 3 and 4. 3 laps in. Your leaders traverse the backstretch. Parsons with a slight advantage in turn 3. Jerry Buck still holds down the third spot. Second generation driver Parsons. Now your leader. 3 laps to go this time. Close racing back for that 3rd through 6th position. That finds Joe Hill and Jerry Buck going door to door on the back straight. Now Parsons with a 3-car length advantage off turn 4. Parsons begins to draw away in car 22. Dave Ritchie now gets a lead from Joe Hill. Parsons looking for his first heat race victory of 1996. And he'll take it. Donald Parsons. Second is Joe Hill. Third place, Dave Ritchie Jr. And in 4th, Buddy Townsend. So your second Limited Sportsman Heat event. Now history. Let's hear it for your winner, Donald Parsons. Tonight, since last week's feature winner Tim Ice is not here tonight. Second quick time tonight, Gary Carter. And on the tail, the rookie sensation in the late model division, car number 13. He finished second in the Limited Sportsman point standings last year here at the Speedway. Car 13. Quick time tonight, Jerry Jones. So again, your fastest 4 qualifiers, Robbie Dean, Donnie Renner, Gary Carter, and Jerry Jones. They'll race 4 laps in the late model trophy dash here on Bob Evans' night at the races. gets the jump in that Ford-powered racer, but yellow flag. The car sales challenge tonight, but we'll have to check that out just a little bit later. Again, Renner on the outside, Dean on the inside, lead him around. It's the Big Bird with the advantage. The Construction Bob Ford Probe out front. Second runs Renner. Gary Carter holds down the third spot. There, he loses ground now to Donnie Renner. Meantime, Dean pulls ahead. Robbie Dean halfway this time. Jerry Jones off into the infield on the backstretch. Dean gets the white flag. Car 94, Robbie Dean. Second goes to Donnie Renner. Third, give it to Gary Carter. And coming home fourth, Jerry Jones. So again, Robbie Dean picking up his first Trophy Dash win of the 1996 racing season. By the way, the inversion draw was an 8. That means that 8 cars will be inverted in tonight's feature events. 8 cars inverted in the late model feature event of the 1996 races on 1270 radio, WUCO AM. First late model heat event. Starting first in car 27, it's Chris Carter. Chris Carter in 27. Alongside in car 04, the driver is Sturgill Napier. Second row finds Ken White, a rookie late model competitor here this season. And alongside in 33 from Lancaster, Ohio, Dean Fusco. Rich Duker from Elyria, Ohio makes his first start of 1996. Starting in the third row inside, and also first appearance for the car 41, John Selastic from the Cincinnati area. Rounding out the field, car number 4, Fred Reichert, and alongside 64, John Toth. Laps for the late model first heat race. Chris Lucas with the advantage down the backstretch. He holds a slim margin now over Ken White and Sturgill Napier, who's slugging out. Drifts back in that outside row. And Dean Fusco spins in turn 4, bringing out the leads Ken White, Sturgill Napier, and car 19, Rich Duker, for the restart. Rich Duker quickly slips underneath Sturgill Napier to take over the third spot. And Napier brings out the caution flag with a spin down in turn 4. Damage on the left rear quarter panel of the Fred Reichert car. Looks as though he's also got probably a flat left rear tire, so Reichert with trouble in that heat race after collecting the Sturgill Napier car number 04. Qualify as best as possible, and possibly some sort of problem with that car in qualifying led to a qualifying time that was not quite up to par for Chris Lucas. All right. Chris Lucas trying to get the jump on the backstretch. Ken White leads Rich Duker. Duker with his first appearance in 1996 at the Speedway. Also right there in car 41, John Sedlasik. Rookie driver Ken White still leads the parade. He'll complete lap number 3 this time by start finish. Now White with about a 4-car length advantage over Duker. Sedlasik still holds down the 3rd spot. The halfway signal, cross flags, this time for Kenny White. Back there for that 4th spot. John Toth, the rookie driver, holds off Dean Fusco so far. Also back there trying to make his way back up front is Chris Lucas. Ken White looking for his first heat race victory, first career heat race victory. Chris Lucas off the pace in car 27. Ken White getting a white flag. Now the battle for second heats up as Sedlasik ducks inside of Duker. Sedlasik trying to make a move in car 41. And here comes Duker on the outside of Ken White. White just a bit high off the 4th turn. And it'll be close at the line. Duker moving around in that car 19. He looks like he's okay. Talking to rescuers, he says he is all right. Now Chris Lucas climbs out at car 27. He's okay as well.
Get off the track! Get off the track, asshole! Go home! Go home, Chris! Don't shit up, go home! And Jim Rowe, hit him with the flag! Get out of here!
Your winner, Ken White in car 58, a close finish. Car 41, John Sedlasik, comes across second. So again, Ken White, your winner in car 58. The first heat race victory for Kenny White. Ken White's car sponsored by Sunbury 1 Hour Photo, Cornwell Tools, and Cantley's Racing Products.
29 Kevin Miller and the 9 car of Danny Eves. And they get lined up now. It'll be Burgess on the inside, Mike Simpson on the outside of him in the 16 car. The next row comprised of Larry Harrison, 47, Cumbo in 17, Randy Sword in 77, Kevin Miller, car number 29, John Strobel in 45, and car number 9, Danny Eves, just a little bit later on. Burgess White coming down nice and slow out of turn number 4. Starter looks good. And immediately, Mike Simpson in car number 16 out in the early lead down the back straightaway. Cumbo on the outside in 17. Makes the challenge and takes over the number 3 spot from Harris. Simpson now with quite an Cumbo out there in that high groove trying to hold on as Larry Harris in the 47 car works his way back down on the low side. It's all and oh, look out, 47, Larry Harris getting sideways with Randy Sword coming to a halt. Kenny Sword, Kenny Sword. High on the starter here, they come around the corner. The green is the pack snarls down into turns 1 and 2 and now down the back straightaway once again. Mike Simpson opening up that lead, but here comes Cumbo challenging right up on the high side again, trying to take Bob Cumbo with the debut in the 17 car tonight, trying to run that higher groove, finding out what it's like out there on the outside of the racetrack, and right now he's very loose, gets it sideways. He will drop back a bunch of places, but a fantastic job being able to hang on to that one. Simpson is timed down, looks at starter Jim Hall. It's all Simpson out in front. The battle now for the number 2 spot will be Burgess White and John Strobel. Strobel now moves up in that second groove and tries to find. Strobel testing it on the outside. Looks like he might have some advantage for that number 2 spot as they run down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, it's side by side. For the number 2 position as Simpson's out there, got this one wrapped up, and now John Strobel will take the number 2 spot away from Burgess White. Right behind him. This time down it will be 9 laps completed, 1 lap still remaining. Simpson takes him down the back straightaway for the final time. A big lead. He can coast it home from here. The winner in car number 16 going to be Mike John Strobel in second, Burgess White third. Kenny Sword gets the number 4 spot, and Kevin Miller coming home 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, as he comes down to pick up the checkered flag, make some noise. The pilot of car number 16, Mike Simpson, winner of our second heat. Then on the inside of the next row, Gary St. Amant driving car number 86. On the outside of him, in 61, Mike Ward. Then car 0, that of Zero Hill on the outside of him. Car 21, John Ballo. At the tail of the pack, Terry Humphrey in car number 1, and your fast man in this group of cars, Bobby Bocook, car number 2. Back at the back of the pack. The inside. Green flag flies. The cars scramble down into turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Cantley on the outside trying to mount the challenge. The first 4 cars were running side by side. Now Whitnall tries to move into a little bit of a Mike Ward in 61 tried to drop down to the low side, and a scramble in the back of the pack ensued. Everybody gets it sorted back out. Now we're going to go freight train style. With Wetnall, your race leader, Cantley in the number 2 spot. St. Amant running third. Ward still in the number 4 position. Dropping off the pace is 0. Looks like we're going to have 5 cars contesting it after this one as Don Wetnall still shows them the way around. And Terry Humphrey, with a problem on board the number 1 entry, will pull it down into the infield. This time down the halfway sign will be given 5 laps in, 5 laps remaining. 5 to go. Wetnall out there setting a lightning pace. Here comes St. Amant trying the outside of Cantley. You can see some of these drivers, St. Amant, Mike Ward, trying a couple different grooves, getting their cars dialed in because they know later on their next race is a 75-lap feature. This time down, Wetnall still leads him out of the corner. He'll have 2 to go. Cantley holding on to that number 2 spot. Not giving up any ground for the... This time out of turn number 4, the white flag waves for the final time. They head around the 1/4 mile. Wetnall in the lead and in command all the way from the start. Checker flag flies. Now Wetnall with the win. Bill Cantley in the number 2 spot. St. Amant picks up 3rd. Ward gets 4th, and Bocook will take home the number 5 position. Coming down now to pick up the flag, the young man from Millersport. Ladies and gentlemen, car number 81. Make some noise for him, Donnie Wetnall. And that kind of shows you how close the competition is here at Columbus Motor Speedway. Those guys, all their time. Jamie Hunt in car number 93. The quick man of the evening. Don't forget, coming up here in just a couple weeks, June the 8th, the Race of Champions coming your way. And of course, that race will feature Michael Waltrip, Richard Childress, Ernie Irvin, Derek Cope, Jeremy Mayfield. Advance tickets are on sale now. Make sure you get out here. We will have an autograph session, so make sure you're on hand for the Renegades Race of Champions coming up in 2 weeks. Jim Paul looks him over and gives the green flag. Down the back straightaway they go. And we've got a yellow back out as it's a false start. Not lined up. Green flag flies. Down the back straightaway they go. Bo Davis is your race leader. On the outside, watch Jamie Hunt coming around. Jim Hersey trying to hold that lower groove. All 3 cars running close together. 3 cars, 4 laps. The Wild and Woolly Bunch, the street stock division. And they have put on some very good shows this year, and they are doing it right now as once again, Jamie Hunt moves up to the outside in the 93 car. Hunt trying to challenge Bo Davis. Point standing so far, Davis in the number 2 spot, Jamie Hunt in the number 1 spot. So those guys are battling it out and duking it out in this race just like they are in the point standings. We'll watch them this time as they come down. We have got 1 lap to go. And it's all Bo Davis out front. Jamie Hunt trying to find a way around him in that outer groove. Hersey just sitting back in the back waiting for a mistake to possibly happen for the final time. They head into turn number 3. Now out of 3 into 4 they go, and down the front straightaway as the checker flag is unfurled. It's going to be Bo Davis. Jamie Hunt will get the number 2 spot, and Jim Hersey finishing 3rd. And the young man in car number 18, our dash winner tonight, as he comes down, make some noise for the winner of that race. There he is, Bo Davis. And you can see on Bo's car, it says your name here. He's looking for some sponsorships. If you want to sponsor a stock car, what a great way you can get on a car that's... Larry McCark at 13. Once again, this is his first time ever out here on the racetrack. Leonard Jarvis in car number 33. Then it's John Morgan on the outside of him in 07. The 64 of John Bruce. On the outside of him in car number 10, Russ Harper. Bob Miller in the 0 ride. J.R. Groves in 2. And a couple stragglers at the tail of this one as well. Rick Curtin in 14. Dave McConaughey in the 98 car. And Bobby Walker in 55. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ready to go. As everybody continues to straighten it out down the back chute. The 58 of Sandy Butcher, still your race leader. Whoa, way up high. The 2 car with some problems. JR gets it almost all the way around the 360, but, well, let's see. I think he's moving. Yeah, the green flag's going to stay out. Doing a great job. Fans giving him a hand. He's got to get a move on, though, because the 58 car, Sandy Butcher, closing right in on him. Watch the 07 now. John Morgan trying to make his move towards the front of the pack. Morgan in the 07 car trying to come up. Jarvis trying to move. Yellow coming out as we've got some debris out on the racetrack. And you can see the peace lane right there on turn 1, and everybody going high and low to avoid it, so we'll have to get that part out of the way. Are now inheriting the lead. That's Leonard Jarvis. Leonard looks it out of 4. The starter looks him over. Green flag. We're back underway. Down they go on the back straightaway, and the 07 of John Morgan in a hurry trying to catch up to Jarvis. Morgan wants to try to make a move towards the front of the pack. Morgan now looks down to the bull side as they enter turn number 1. Now go up and on the high side, a little contact, and Leonard Jarvis sideways and into the infield. John Morgan late look at the back here for the number 2 spot. Russ Harper on the inside. Russ Harper now takes over that number 2 spot. He's got his sights set out there on the 07 car of John Morgan. The 14 coming through in a hurry as well. Curtin in 14 moving up. White flag comes out this time down. John Morgan still the lead, but look at this battle for second as Curtin now on the outside of Harper. Down the back straightaway to go. Keep your eye on the number 2 spot. It's anybody's race for second, third, and fourth. Out front all by himself. John Morgan going to bring this one home. The checkered flag flies. The battle for the number 2 spot going to go to Harper. Curtin going to get third. Oh, Bruce hanging on for that number 4 spot.
Second, right?
And as he comes down to pick up the checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause? Car number 07, John Morgan. Bringing it down the front straightaway. Sunbury 1 hour photo. Thomas Door Controls. JVM Enterprises Top Value Muffler. OKI. PMB Auto Sales. Value City and Jersey Mike's. Some of the sponsors on board. Starting next to him in 21, Dan Brown. Then car number 51, Lonnie Spires.
There's your, Bob, we look up above, we see your tax dollars at work. The Columbus Police helicopter taking in the races, so, and we're paying them.
Hey, it's a good view though. 51, we gave 51, let's see who else we have out here. Car number 49, that would be Bob Atkins. And 77 stop, we're starting at the back, Donnie Townsend.
Apparently Townsend unhappy with his qualifying time. He'll start out back and try to get his time adjusted.
Maybe those guys have VASCAR. They're looking for speeders up there above the speedway. I don't know. Here they come. Green flag waves. We are away. Back. Down the back straightaway. Lead. Life in at number 1 spot. Scott Huffman trying to hold down the number 2 spot. Watch Romans in car 36 making his way towards the front. Trying to come up. Randy Mortimer in car number 30 likewise. Rusty in car 30. Rusty Mortimer now up on the outside of Lamer trying to make a move for that number 5 spot up into the number 4. Can't quite do it as Jimmy Romans at 36 puts the challenge on the 71 car. We got one sideways. The 99 gets that way. Atkins gets involved in it along with the 51 car. So we will have a red flag in this division. We do not use a yellow. If there's a problem on the racetrack, the yellow is not used. A red is thrown. That means to the cars to bring it to a halt. And it looks like everything.
Chief Larry McReynolds will also be here at the Speedway 2 weeks from tonight.
They bring him out of turn, and number 4, the starter looks him over, and Mark Life heads him down. And once again, immediately, Jimmy Romans at 36 goes to the outside, trying to find a fast way around. Rusty Mortimer in 30 moves it up as well. The 30 car up on the high side, able to take over the number 4 spot as they come down the front straightaway. Street stock division not having any problems with that 2 abreast racing out there. And here comes Bubba. The Bubba man now up into the number 5 spot. Life trying to hold on to the front with the lead. Faster cars trying to track him down. The laps dwindle down and Mark Life still out in front. Huffman able to hold on to the number 2 spot, but here comes Rusty hanging it all out in that outer group. Jimmy Roman sees him out there and says, I'll do likewise. They're trying to both hook up out there in that outer lane and catch up to those front 2 cars. Right now, unable to do it. Down the back straightaway they go. Life able to hold the lead by a very thin amount. Mark Life in the number 1 spot. Down the back straightaway they run. Watch Romans now up into that number 2 position. Huffman on the inside trying to hold down. White flag one more time around. I think the winner can be determined by Life, but watch the battle for the number 2 through number 5 positions. It is going to be very, very tight. Romans now up. Wheel to wheel, they go into turn number 3. Side by side they come. Life trying to hold on, goes way up high. Here they come, 3 abreast. The 97 of Life going to win it. Romans will get second. 71, Hoffman will get third. Fantastic race and a great finish as Mark Life able to hang on. Mark Life coming down. This will be win number 3 heat-wise for the 1996 season. As he comes down to pick up the checkered flag, there he is. Make some noise. Mac Tools, Subway, Main Plumbing, Rocky's Trailer, Top Value Muffler. walking down in front of us. Now the place is not going to the dogs. We got Biscuit and Gravy, the official mascots of Bob Evans Restaurants. Biscuit and Gravy walking down in front of you right there. So kids, some of your favorites from Bob Evans right in front as we get ready to go for our heat race number 3. Stock Stevens and 26 on the outside of him. Then car number 29. Mark Freybot in car number 29 moving up next. Rob Martin in car number 24. Carl Katz in 46. The 65 of George Lindsay. Randy Tharp in 47. Steve Tuttle in 17. Ron Mangus pulling in the 00 car. Don Holland in car number 9. And Wellman pulling it up there in car number 6. Bill Wellman going to the tail of this one. The 1 lap signal being given. Feather right with him. Heavy now begins to put his foot into it as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag flies. We're underway. Your front 2 cars still running 1 and 2 just the way they started. Tom Bond and 52 trying to move on the inside of Stevens now as they trade a little paint out of turn number 3 down the front straightaway. Heavy still your race leader. Scott Stevens trying to move up on the outside of him. Watch the battle in the pack as once again the fast cars trying to make their way forward. Rob Martin at 24 now moves around, takes over the number 4 spot. Randy Tharp trying to come with him. And now the battle for the lead up front. Scott Stevens trying to get on that number 1 spot. He and Heavy making a little bit of contact. And Heavy going to hold on to the lead. Stevens down into the infield, able to keep the car going and keep it pointed straight. He'll come back out at the tail of the pack. And the black flag coming out to Heavy Hill for the contact into the 26 car. So Tom Bond now will inherit the lead. Hill with the black flag. And, well, Steve Tuttle took advantage of everything. And that's going to mix them all up back there as Steve Tuttle taking the advantage as Heavy Hill going up to the high side to try to get out of the way, heating that black flag. And when he did that, a big scramble ensued, and Mr. Tuttle found the place, found the opening. And right now, he is just going to go and look out. Scott Stevens having some problems. The pack threading their way through the cars around the racetrack. Heavy, and instead of coming down to the inside, pulling up around the high side of the racetrack. Steve Tuttle comes by in car number 17. He is your race leader. The 17 car of Tuttle in the lead, buying into number 2. Randy Tharp running 3rd. This time by, we'll have 7 laps in, 1 lap remaining. 1 lap is all that's left. As Tuttle takes him down into the south end of the racetrack, out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. And for the final time, he will head it off of turn number 4. The win going to go to Steve Tuttle in car number 17. Tuttle with the win, and of course, checkered flag going out now, and the win going to go to Steve Tuttle from Asheville, Ohio. Steve picking up the win. Reynolds, Branch Cole, Ohio Trailer Supply. Jim's Towing on board this car. Of course, Steve, last year's champion in the division. Not out to quite as good a start this year, but trying to hang out. Here we go, get ready to go. This is the semi-feature consolation, last chance, suitcase, or whatever you want to call it. This is the last chance for these guys to make it into the 75-lap feature tonight. We will take 4 cars out of this one. 4 cars will run into the feature event. This is an 8-lap race, so the top 4 will make it, 2 will not. Fred Reichert up on the pole in car number 4. Dean Fusco on the outside of him in car number 33. Kim White in car number 58. Sturgill Napier in the 04 car. 27, Chris Lucas, and John Toth in 64. Hang on, Dean kind of deciding that the pace is going to be a little quicker than Fred Reichert wanted it. And so we will put the yellow back out. They're supposed to be side by side, and of course it's up to Fred Reichert in the 4 car to set the pace. Up a little bit, Dean Fusco on the outside, trying to hold on. Green flag is White and Napier back there in the second row trying to hold those last 2 transfer positions. Meanwhile, Fred Reichert up front leads them around.
1 lap down, 7 remain.
Keep your eye on the top 4 cars. Chris Lucas now trying to move up and challenge for one of those 4 spots. Ken White looping it over there in turn number 3. Everybody able to get around him. But that's going to bring out the yellow flag, and that's going to change the hunting order for that final transfer spot here just a moment, because we're going to have Ken White going to the tail of this one. 4 will move into our feature event, and only 4 everybody else. Well, the other 2 will load it up and they'll head for home. Reichert sets the pace out of turn number 3, now into turn number 4. Down the back straightaway they go, and John Toth in 64 having some problems. White able to quickly get up to him. Reichert in the number 1, but watch a challenge coming in for that number 2 spot. Sturgill Napier in the 04 car. They head down the back straightaway, and now Lucas going to move up into that number 3 position. 4 laps in. Again, your top 4 cars very, very close. Everybody knows the tail. Reichert continues to be able to set the pace and lead them around. Fusco in the 33 car, however, closes in, keeps looking, tries to look up to the outside, nowhere to go. Tries to tuck it down low on a turn. Fred trying to hold him off, and there's contact as they get into the corner. And looks like we're going to call for a wrecker down here off of turn number 2. And kind of an interesting development, Jeff, as we get into 4 cars make it into the show. There was only 2 laps to go, and it looks like possibly Reichert was going to be able to take this one home, and now calling for the wrecker. Looks like he's done, and he will not transfer into the main event. It would be a great souvenir. It would be something to have as a fantastic souvenir as far as getting some champions or some guys to autograph it. And how about a hand? There he is, Fred Reichert with a big wave, looking to get into the feature event tonight, and Fred with a smile. And big wave to you, the fans. And Dean Fusco back there in the 5th spot. He needs to move up 1 if he wants to transfer into tonight's feature event. Here they come out of turn number 3 into turn number 4. John Paul looking them over. The green flag flies. Down they roar into turns 1 and 2, and now down the back straightaway. The 27 car with the lead. Fusco moves up into the number 4 spot. He'll pick up that final transfer if he can hold that position. White flag flies that time by. Down the back straightaway they roll. Chris Lucas, the 27 car, brings them around one more time. 8 takes the win. The 04 will transfer along with the 33 and the 58. So the only car not making the show will be that of 64 John Toth.
Of course, also Fred Reichert not able to make it into tonight's feature event either after that accident down there in turn number 1 while leading.
Ladies and gentlemen, your transfer winner. How about a round of applause for Chris Lucas? The Blind Motorsports B.A. Miller Race Shop, McDonald's Court Budweiser, Fridays Creations, PDQ Trucking, Topster 351 Signs, Adventure Car. Before the
see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sacred that
So again, Bart Paul singing the national anthem. We hope you enjoyed the tribute to those who have given their lives in defense of the freedoms that we enjoy today. Weeks ago here at the Speedway, car number 0, Zero Hill, alongside the feature winner on opening night here at the Columbus Motor Speedway, and 6-time track champion from Miamisburg, Ohio, John Ballo. Row number 2 consists of car 1, also a former track champion at the Speedway, Terry Humphrey, and car 2, Bobby Bocook. In the third row, car 94, another 6-time track titleist. It's the Sam's Equipment Rental entry of Robbie Dean. Outside of Dean in car 92, Donnie Renner, the 1992 track titleist. Then the fast qualifier, car 13, Jerry Jones, starts next alongside his 25. That's Gary Carter. 61 is next, Mike Ward, a track champion here, and 86 alongside of him, ASA driver Gary St. Amant. Bill Cantley is next in car 26, along with a track champion back in 1984, Don Wetnall. Car number 9 is next, that's Danny Eves, and flanking him from London, Ohio, John Strobel. Then comes Kevin Miller in 29, and 77, Kenny Sward. Car 17 from Millersport, Bobby Cumbo is next, and in that row with him, car 16, Mike Simpson. Burgess White starts his car number 59. Alongside of him in 41, John Sedlasik. Then comes 27, Chris Lucas. 04, Sturgill Napier. 33 is Dean Fusco. And 58, Kenny White. 75 laps. The Bob Evans pace car paces the field around. You see assistant starter Denny Droopy Drawers Jordan holding that white flag, signaling one lap, and we'll be underway with this season's first championship feature events. Bob Evans' pace car pulls off the track in turn number 2, turning the field over to Zero Hill. The budget car sales Monte Carlo leads the field around. He and John Ballo pick up the pace in turn 3. 75 laps, the Bob Evans Memorial Day Classic. Ballo trying to hang on the outside of Zero Hill. Everyone sorts positions out in the back of the pack. Now the Miamisburg Flash pulls ahead on the backstretch. Hill runs second. Also to be contested, the Riverside Fast Time Challenge with Jerry Jones. Ballo now with, we'll call it 10 car lengths over Zero Hill. race. Outlaw is the eighth. Jones looking to collect that $400 for the Riverside Auto Parts Fast Time Challenge. Should Jones win, he will collect the $400 bonus from Riverside Auto Parts. Hill leads the field. Humphrey is second. Renner third. Everybody runs single file. Renner, now everyone in the breathing room. Zero Hill begins to draw away in that template body car, Zero. This time, 30 complete. Mike Ward overtakes Bobby Bocook. Mike Ward now runs fifth. Yellow flag on the caution on the Speedway. Caution on the Speedway. You saw Bobby Bocook's car number, Bob Cumbo's car number 17 with trouble.
Get back out, the crew trying to find out where the oil's coming from. At this point, Jeff, they don't have an idea. He's in the car, but it doesn't look good. I think they're going to be out of it for the evening. Back up to you.
All right, so apparently Bob Cumbo out for the evening. We're ready to get back underway. Continue to make their way through the field. Halfway this time. John Vallow now the outside of Gary St. Amant. For 6 through 12 spots. Mike Ward all over Jerry Jones back bumper for 5th, 4th, and 5th. Your leader is still Zero Hill. 30 laps to go. Ford putting the pressure on Jerry Jones. Mike Ford and Jerry Jones in turn 3 going at it. Ward sideways, regains control. Here comes Vallow. Car 77, Sword pulls to a stop. Caution on the Speedway. So far in that budget car sales Monte Carlo. Terry Humphrey still runs second. Jerry Jones trying to fend off Mike Ward. Hill begins to pull away again from Terry Humphrey. John Vallow is up to 5th. Meantime, Donnie Renner going after Terry Humphrey. Renner, your current point leader, looks to the outside of Humphrey in turns 3 and 4. Caution on the Speedway.
Shitty yellow car brakes.
59 laps in the record books. John Vallow looks to the outside of Donnie Renner. Vallow on the move in car 21. Terry Humphrey able to keep pace now with Zero Hill. Vallow and Renner go at it on the backstretch. Now Zero Hill. Hill pulls out a 5-car length advantage over Terry Humphrey. Humphrey's got to contend with Vallow. Vallow and Renner still going at it. That third spot. 10 laps to go. 10 laps for Zero Hill. Caution on the Speedway. Lucas. Down through the infield, down there at turn 4. John Vallow, Mike Ward, your top 5 competitors. Laps remain. Over Humphrey. Here comes Renner in 92. Donnie Renner on the prowl, looking to the outside of Terry Humphrey for the runner-up spot. Champion, looking to the outside. John Vallow, or make that Robbie Dean up into the 8th spot. Make that 7th spot. A 3-car tussle for the runner-up spot. 5 laps remain. And Terry Humphrey nearly spins off the 4th turn. Donnie Renner takes over 2nd. He'll set his sights on the leader, Zero Hill, closing in. 4 laps to go. Here comes Renner. The battle heats up. Donnie Renner on the move. Donnie Renner challenging your leader. Lap traffic ahead, Johnson Elastic. The white flag this time. Renner and Zero Hill going at it. White flag. Now here comes Vallow. It'll be close. Your winner, his 2nd win this season, Zero Hill. Second goes to Donnie Renner. 3rd is John Vallow. So Donnie Renner just ran out of time, came upon a lap car and was unable to make the move. Also, of course, a brilliant drive by John Vallow coming home with 3rd spot. Your winner, though, his 2nd win this season. Again, 3 weeks in a row for the Template Body Gentry, Donnie Zero Hill. From Bob Evans Restaurants down there to present the trophy. He's clambering out of that car, number 0. We'll go down to Bob Neubauer with the call.
Well, he's getting the helmet off and getting the eyes cleared out right now and ready to climb out of this race car. And I know this is going to be a happy young man. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause? There's your winner, Donnie Zero Hill. Donnie, let's get up here where they can see you for a moment at least. And oh, look at this. You're getting flowers. What a deal.
Of course, the flowers from Floral Expressions in Millersport, Ohio.
You were out there and just had a lead. It wasn't going to quit for a while. And all of a sudden, towards the end of that thing, Renner, Humphrey, Vallow, everybody was with you.
Yeah, they all caught back up there. I knew it was going to be a last good 5 laps. You know, Vallow and Robbie got into it there, kind of helped me a little bit, but I was saving some, but we're here right now. That's all that matters.
Hey, you want to thank some people behind you?
Yeah, I want to thank Budget Car Sales, Groveport Service Center, Winter Circle Lounge, and everybody that helps me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let him take the pictures right now. How about another round of applause, your winner, Donnie Hill. And
I'll get you a top 10 rundown as soon as I have one available. Sportsman main events. On the pole in car 35, that's Tom Idle. Alongside in 22, Donald Parsons. The second row is Randy Sward and Jerry Buck. Row 3 consists of 76, Buddy Townsend, and 70, Joe Hill. Then comes 91, Sean Gray. Car 10 is Steve Scott. Then we've got Mike Holland in 86. 45, John Strobel doing double duty tonight. Car 2 is Don Gregory Jr. 25, Jimmy Kidd. 17, Dave Ritchie Jr. 23, John Matthews. Car number 5, Bob Gruball. 7, Bubby Scott. Car 12, Tracy Brigner. 27, Jim McCauley. 64, John Bruce. 66, Paul Baker Jr. And 78, Ray Muncie. "35 laps. 5 laps to decide the Bob Evans Memorial Day Championship." Parsons with the advantage over Tom Idle. About a half a car length down the front stretch. Now it's DP3 in sole possession of the lead. Jerry Buck up to second position. Third, a battle between Randy Sward and Tom Idle. Sean Gray drops some tires off the track in turn 2. Randy Sward looks a little squirrely in car 08. And we got caution. Dave Ritchie in 17 brings out the caution flag. Donald Parsons. Trouble on the front stretch. We see Dave Ritchie Jr. with trouble. Bob Gruball back out in car 5. Gruball a lap down. The battle heats up for the third spot. Randy Sward around Tom Idle. And we got a spin on the backstretch. Donald Parsons, Jerry Buck, Randy Sward, Buddy Townsend, and Steve Scott make up your top 5 runners at this juncture. John Strobel trying to make a move. Strobel goes to work on the outside of Sean Gray. Meantime, Randy Sward and Buddy Townsend slip underneath Jerry Buck. Jerry Buck out in 01. Buck pulls the Dodge Avenger into the infield. Sword now second spot. Third is Townsend. Fourth, Strobel. Now Strobel up to challenge Townsend for third position. Strobel is up to third. 10 laps complete, 10 down. Now John Strobel challenges Randy Sword for the runner-up spot. Gives second spot to Strobel. Parsons continues to lead, but now Strobel closing in. Battle for the lead about to heat up in a big way. Strobel now up on the leader's deck lid. Down the backstretch they go. The lap car of John Bruce ahead. Ray Muncie out in car 78. Halfway signal this time. Halfway. The battle for the lead rages down the backstretch. Parsons trying to fend off Strobel. Caution. We see Jimmy Kidd with a spin in turn 2.
Okay, who was here before, Johnny?
Donald Parsons tries to fend off John Strobel. Steve Scott also on the prowl. Scott looks to the outside of Buddy Townsend. Here comes Strobel for the lead. The leaders off turn 4, door to door. Strobel just a little too strong for Parsons. The London, Ohio driver looking to repeat his win from last Saturday. John Strobel, your new leader. A good tussle back there for 4 through 8 spot. Townsend, Scott, Holland, Gregory, and Sean Gray all going at it. There's your leader, John Strobel. Still Donald Parsons second. Randy Sword, Buddy Townsend, Now the battle for 5th heats up. Mike Holland and Steve Scott go door to door for 5th position. Laps to go this time, 10 laps. Contact between John Bruce and Mike Holland, but Holland recovers from the slide. Don Gregory to the outside of Buddy Townsend. Gregory continues to move up. Now he's going after Randy Sward. Third spot, give it to Gregory down the backstretch. 5 laps to go, 5 laps. Turn 4 is John Strobel. Strobel down the backstretch out front of Donald Parsons. The white flag. This time, car 45, John Strobel. His second win in a row from London, Ohio, the Memorial Day champion, John Strobel. Parsons is second, Gregory third. Fourth is Randy Sward, and fifth, Sean Gray. So with Gregory's second, or make that third place finish, combined with Jimmy Kidd's, what I believe was a 12th place finish, should tighten up the points battle in the sportsman division. Again, your winner, John Strobel. The car sponsored by Fast Racing Enterprises, Doyle Construction, Strobel Incorporated, Charlie's House of Meats. The flower down there from Floral Expressions in Millersport, Ohio. The pride of London, Ohio, John Strobel. We'll go to Bob Neubauer with this report. Go ahead, Bob.
Hey, the crew coming in here to congratulate him and everything. You're going to make a habit of this stuff.
Oh, not really. No, this is too much.
A couple weeks in a row, you started 10th. It was a long fight up there, but you made it.
Oh, this thing's working. My hat's off to Bruce, Don, and Yvette at Fast Racing. They built a heck of a motor in this thing. This is from last year, and it's still going strong. I got one of our crew members' mother passed away last night, so our prayers are with him, so this one's for him.
Got to ask you, you told me a couple weeks ago you were bringing this out so your dad could drive it. Any chance in the world he's going to be able to get in now?
Sure, he's ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, how about a round of applause? Your feature winner, John Strobel. Hey, don't go anywhere. We got one more feature, Jeff, and then I get to shoot fireworks, right?
Absolutely. Sportsman feature. The winner of the Limited Sportsman race, of course, John Strobel. Second went to Donald Parsons. Third was car 2, Don Gregory Jr. In fourth spot, Randy Sword. Fifth place, Sean Gray. Outside 30, that's Rusty Mortimer. Second row is 22, Bubba Parsons. 21, Danny Brown. 49, Bobby Atkins, and 70, Heavy Hill make up row 3. They're followed by 26, car 26, Scott Stevens. Car 29, Mark Freibot. In 52, the driver Tom Bond. 46 is Carl Katz. 24 is Rob Martin, the Bob Evans Rookie of the Year last year, along with 47, Randy Tharp. 65, George Lindsay. 77 is Don Townsend Jr. 00, Ron Mangus. 17, Steve Tuttle. Number 6 is Bill Wellman. 9, Don Holland. 18, Bo Davis. 31, Jim Hersey. 93, Jamie Hunt. 34 is Gary Lamer. 71, Scott Hoffman. And 27, going after that Jack Maxton challenge. He'll go off last. 27, Dave Dysinger. That's Jimmy Romans taking command of the early lead. Bubba Parsons and Rusty Mortimer battle for second. Jamie Hunt mired back there in the back. He was a fast qualifier tonight. Again, Dave Dysinger looking to score that $100 Jack Maxton Challenge bonus as last week's feature winner. If he should win, he gets a $100 bonus. Romans enjoying his first official start this season. Leads by 4 car lengths off turn 4. Rob Martin and Bill Wellman almost get together down there in turn 2. See Jim Hersey off the pace. Hersey off the track. The lead battle heats up. Bubba Parsons challenging Jimmy Romans. Bubba Parsons and Romans side by side. Rusty Mortimer hangs in third. Heavy Hill is fourth. Mortimer on the move in car 30. He's going after Romans now off the 4th turn. Your leader is Bubba Parsons. Scott Hoffman spins on the front stretch. Red flag on the speedway. Gary Lamer and Scott Hoffman bringing out the red flag. Last week's feature winner going after the $100 Jack Maxton challenge. Dan Burns up at Jack Maxton Chevrolet putting up a $100 bonus. 10 laps are down. Bill Wellman looks to the inside of Tom Bond on the backstretch. Wellman inside of Bond. Just past the third of a way through this race. And we got a spin. Bobby Atkins and Bo Davis. Red flag on the Speedway. Bobby Atkins spun off that second turn. Bo Davis unable to avoid him. Looking for a sign from the Bo Davis vehicle. You see heavy damage also on Randy Tharp. Report is both drivers are okay. Randy Tharp also collected the Bobby Atkins car. Atkins just got that car repaired after a significant crash a couple weeks ago. Heavy damage on Bobby Atkins' car, you see it there. Wellman moves around Danny Brown. Wellman up to 6th spot. Halfway. Looks to the inside. Wellman inside of Scott Stevens. Looking for that 5th position. Bill Wellman on the move. Bill Wellman started back in 17th spot. Danny Brown off the track in car 21. Heavy Hill putting the pressure on Rusty Mortimer for 3rd spot. Ten laps to go. And Jamie Hunt are moving. Red flag. Street stock classic.
Red, yellow. Asshole.
back underway. 19 laps are down. Jamie Hunt perseveres. He's trying to move around Scott Stevens now. Also, Bill Wellman hangs on in third spot. They'll have 9 laps to go this time. Hunt continues in that second groove. Bill Wellman helping out car 30, or car 36 rather. Wellman now around the outside of Jimmy Romans. And your new leader, Jamie Hunt. Bubba Parsons falls back to second. He'll now get a challenge from Bill Wellman. 5 laps this time. Wellman takes over the second spot. Don Townsend Jr. up to third. Jamie Hunt checks out in car 93. Your leader down the backstretch, car 93, Jamie Hunt. White flag this time. Still fireworks yet to come, folks. Bill Wellman still runs second. Third is Don Townsend Jr. Your Memorial Day winner in the Street Stock Division, Jamie Hunt. Wellman second. Third goes to Don Townsend Jr. And after that, we'll have to wait for official scoring. This report.
Well, hey, we want.
There you go, Bob.
Hey, stick around. We got fireworks coming up in just a couple minutes, and a man comes out of the car. Jamie, this is a couple for you this year already.
Yes, sir, it is. I'd like to thank a lot of people to get me here. My dad, Steve Tuttle, Phil Wellman for a great car. Thanks.
Hey, it's your feature winner, your points leader, and once again, a happy guy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause, Jamie Hunt?
Still fireworks yet to come, folks.